Okay, so this next one is focusing on Morgan Le Fay, which, okay, so at first look, I'm like, is this just an alternate costume Hela? Because, I mean, look at it. The green, the green and black motif just makes me think straight up of Hela. Or even Enchantress. It just makes me think of those two characters. I don't really see green used that often in terms of like evil characters. And and the way she looks, it just makes me think like, oh well, this is Hela. Anyway, Hela is a universal type character, and pretty much like most universal type characters, it's either you are a glass cannon, you are a super defensive character with pretty much no attack power, or you are a world boss character slash premium character with a ton of attack power. And Morgan Le Fay pretty much fills the glass cannon role with her stats. Her energy attack being 6,700, her physical defense being 3,800, her energy defense being 3,800. It's not bad. Well, and her HP being 15,500. Well, 15,500. It's not bad, but it's not good. Like her energy attack being so high and her defenses being rather low. I consider like if you're going under 4K, like if you're under 4,000 at the max level, then you're kind of on the low end. And at max potential, her attack caps out, her energy attack caps out at 7,600. Her physical and energy defense pretty much caps out at 4,500, and her HP caps out at 17,000. It's, like I said, her stats are not bad, but this leader passive is annoying, and it's so depressing. Like, it's soul crushing, because this is what prevents them. I feel this is what prevents characters from being good. Decreases debuff duration by 24%. Basically, it just makes the debuffs last a shorter amount of time, but I feel like this passive is just, The reasons for that being is like, if you go up against Doctor Strange, who's automatically going to hit you with Time Freeze. Okay, so you shorten Time Freeze by like a fourth. Good for you, you're still dead. Well, you're still more than likely dead. If not, you're hurt. You are hurting. And hope her normal passive is a revive passive, which I haven't seen in a very long. I haven't really seen this in a very long time. Let's see. So Groot has this passive. Jean Grey has this passive. Who else has this passive? Well, yeah. And this is kind of like, it's a revive passive where she dies, she revives with 50% max HP. It has a cooldown time of 300 seconds. I don't really understand the purpose of having the cooldown time, considering that you really won't live long enough. You really won't live 300 seconds to be able to pull off another revive. Like, I don't really see anything lasting that long. Her tier 2 passive is called Transcendence, which basically a 30% chance when Do My Bidding skill is used, resets the cooldown, has a chance to reset the cooldown for Sharp Wave, and also 30% increase to all attack and defenses of summoned characters, 30% increase to HP, and 30% duration increase to summoned characters, increases skill damage by 32% and bonus damage by 15%. Not terrible, but not that impressive. But it's something. The reason why Do My Bidding will increase Sharp Wave is because Sharp Wave is a healing move. And Do My Biddings, I believe, is a charm or stun move. Anyway, skill 1 is a stun move, Time Orb. I will tell you right now that in the skill preview, her skills are actually pretty good. Skill 2 is Sharp Wave, which will recover 7% of max HP and also deal poison damage for 3 seconds. 10% poison damage for 3 seconds. And that's something of note. So it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen another poisoner. I thought the lizard would be a good poisoner, but he's not. Do My Biddings has mind control, not charm, mind control. And it guards against 3 hits. You also summon an illusion with 45% of the summoner's stats for 8 seconds. When we see the skill previews, it'll actually look better than what it is on paper. Meteor Rain, 1% decrease to all defenses up to 25% for 5 seconds. Increases all attack, defense by 10% for 5 seconds, all speed by 1% for 5 seconds, 100% chance to be immune to all damage, and you can move the V-pad while using this skill. So basically you can move around while this skill is in use. And the skill will still be active. Anyway, as soon as I click the next one so I can read it off. The last one is Magic Strike, which is energy damage, 75% energy attack. And that's it. So, in order to get Morgan Le Fay, you have to buy her. And what do I mean by buy her? It's basically the same as Frost. It's basically the same as Frost, and it's the same as Adam Warlock. You're paying crystals to acquire this character, and yeah. Thankfully, they start off at a good rank, but still, like you have to buy. You're pretty much gonna have to buy the character 2 or 3 times. As for her team-ups, she teams up with Hela, teams up with Sin. I couldn't remember her name the first time I recorded this. Also teams up with Ultron and teams up with Red Skull. These are weird team-ups, to be perfectly honest with you. Teams up with Mordo and teams up with Calasius, which I believe I click here so I can find out what his name is because I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. And then also teams up with Scarlet Witch and Weapon Hex, which I believe I clicked her name to find out what the heck her name is. Also teams up with the Enchantress. And teams up with Venom. Like she teams up with Venom, teams up with Doctor Strange, teams up with Apocalypse. So yeah, she actually has some good partners. Like some very good and notable partners. I don't know about Sin, but yeah, like she has. I don't know about Sin, and obviously Ultron is not a good partner. So don't confuse it. Don't confuse that. I don't know about the Red Skull being a good character. I don't have I have Red Skull, but I don't even use him. He's not even tier 2 for me. So yeah, we have that. Definitely you want to go for Weapon Hex and Scarlet Witch if you can, obviously, because I mean Scarlet Witch is already OP. Weapon Hex is probably going to be Glass Cannon, but I mean she looks pretty OP in my opinion. Morgan Le Fay is pretty much Morgan Le Fay in like everything she's been in. She's the enemy to Merlin. Like she used to be a pupil of Merlin, but then she wanted power, and she went to the dark side. Yeah, Morgan Le Fay for you. That's pretty much Morgan Le Fay in a nutshell, and pretty much everything she's been in is like she's an evil witch. Like, she's an evil witch or sorceress, whatever you want to use. Anyway, and I like this screen. Like this screen's actually pretty cool. Let's actually take a look at her skills. Her skills are actually pretty exceptional if you're gonna like, if I'm gonna tell the truth. Like the way they look and the way and like just how effective they are. So first off, this is her attack from far away, which not anything of, well, I would say there's nothing of note, but one thing of note is that this pierces through enemies and it goes pretty much full screen. Like it goes pretty much full screen, so you can pretty much hit anybody that's in the way, like anybody off screen during stage combat. Her up close attack is pretty much the same thing as, yeah. Here's her skill 1. This is actually pretty exceptional because I mean, it already has the status effect and it continuously hits. You like you let that one ride out. It's stun. Skill 2, I believe, is the healing one, and it does this, where she just makes like a bunch of bolts, like a bunch of poison bolts, like fires them once they're all charged. It's pretty cool skill. These are all cool skills. I'm trying to find different words to say in terms of. I'm glad that here's skill 3, where she summons some minions, and they don't do much. They really don't. But she teleports and the minions come out. And she also when she teleports, where she stops, like there'd be a bit of a shockwave there as well. That's actually pretty great. And do we get alright, skill 4. This one's actually pretty great looking as well. Yeah, here we go. It's just this huge beam, and it's this huge beam, and in the midst of this huge beam, there's meteors falling. You can also move around while firing, as I mentioned before. So yeah, this is actually a pretty dang good. Look at skill 5. I'm trying to remember the skill combo that I came up with. But I want to say it was 5, 3, 4. Here's skill 5, which she creates a giant magic circle that will pretty much gather anybody into the center and she can take out the explosion. So imagine chaining that with another skill. I want to say the skill was like 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. I'm not entirely sure what my skill was, but it will show in the video. I know I messed it up a couple times. But yeah, despite the fact that Morgan Le Fay is obviously a glass cannon, her skill actually makes up for that. And yeah, I messed it up here. I messed up the skill. 5, 3, 2, 4. I think there's a better skill rotation there, but yeah, that's the skill rotation I came up with for Morgan Le Fay. Not bad, right? I mean, so despite her being a glass cannon and a universal type character, she actually does, I actually do like the way her skill rotation works. Anyway, that's Morgan Le Fay. So next up will be Fox! Oh, excuse me, White Fox.